last Thursday, car horns were honking on Rockville Pike. They were celebrating the Trump guilty verdict in New York. Now, perhaps that's no surprise in deep blue Montgomery County, but tell me, Nancy, what do you think the impact of that verdict in New York will be on the presidential election?
I'm curious to hear from you guys. You guys are the Republicans, and do you subscribe to what's being said by Republican leadership right now? That you cannot trust the judicial system, that all of this was a political effort by Biden. Is that something you think Montgomery County Republicans subscribe to?
Well, actually, the point is this election is still a referendum on Bidenomics and Joe Biden's failed policies. If you remember, from foreign policy to domestic policies, we got wars all over the place. He's basically dropping the ball on Israel. Basically, he doesn't want to support our best friend in the Middle East, the only democracy in the Middle East. We've got families are paying upwards of $150 on groceries. Our gas price is still around $3.60. It's pushing up to going to be around $4 probably sometime over the summer. Families are suffering, and I think the big picture is it? Do you want to? Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? And I think for most honest families, they'll say no, they're not. 4 years ago, I was not paying $4 for a gallon of milk.
Okay, so you're saying that the verdict is going to have no influence on people's view about democratic institutions. That's what I'm asking you.
No,
because that's what the leadership is saying.
Well, first of all, it's not going to have an effect on the elections. The only effects it's going to have is, I think, we're hearing overnight polls have showed more independents and moderate Democrats are leaning towards President Trump now over President Biden as a result. I think you're
not responding to my question, which is, do you subscribe to the same view, or do you think Montgomery County Republicans subscribe to the same view that the judicial system is broken?
Well,
that's all I'm asking. Not about the election generally. I understand what you're saying.
You ask Will Jawanda, ask him what he thinks about the legal system. Is it broken or not? I think Will Jawanda will agree with President Trump and the Republican leadership as in the judicial system is broken.
That's interesting.
Tell me, Nancy, what do you think of the impact of the election is? Are you going to turn the tables there?
I don't think it changes. Certainly the views of people who do not support Mr. Trump. They still don't support him. They never did. They won't in the future. I don't think, frankly, I don't think the election comes down to anything other than which team are you on? I don't think it's policy. I don't think people switch parties. I think the real question is, what about the people, the independents and the people on the fringes, and how many people are going to show up to vote? Turnout will be everything, I think. And I don't think that this decision does anything other than validate people's views of whatever they think, to put it that way. So it'd be interesting. I don't think it changes anything. I think, but I am curious about people who are serious Republicans and how they think about character. I find that an interesting question.
Bill Clinton told us all this stuff is personal stuff, and we don't need to be worried about that. That's what Bill Clinton said.
I'm asking you what Mr. Patel thinks.
I think one
character irrelevant.
Okay, let's get this. Character does matter. Let's look at Joe Biden's character. Let's look at his questionable dealings with the Chinese. Those top secret documents he hid in his Corvette. Character counts, and Joe Biden's character counts too.